Whoa, that's a big cat. We'll see more of him later. This is me in the woods reviewing thermal video. We don't mess around. There's our thermal cameras. That's what we put in the woods. Here are some pictures of them camouflaged so people and hopefully Sasquatches can't see them and will walk in front of them. So here we go. This is a pair of, well, I can't tell you yet because I'm doing it differently this time. I'm going to make you guess, and then I'll show you a picture of what it is. And there it is. It's a gray fox. And these thermal videos of these gray foxes were recorded in Big Sur, California. And they're amazing animals. They're part of the canid family. That's where coyotes, wolves, dogs are all part of the canid family. And they're primarily nocturnal, but what's amazing is they climb trees. Yes, like, okay, there he's itching himself just like your pet dog does. They can't climb trees. My dog doesn't climb a tree, but these gray foxes do. They can climb trees. Here's another picture. Proof. Amazing. They eat insects, vegetables, fruit, basically omnivores. Okay, here we are moving on. That is a barred owl diving down to catch its prey. Now it's taking off, heading back to a limb to eat it. Here's another shot of a barred owl, and bam, it got its target, and it's sitting in water right now. The barred owl is in about a foot deep water, and now he gets lift with his wings and flies back to his perch. Can't see what he caught in his talons, but he must have captured it. Here are some videos of bobcats. Oh, I wasn't supposed to tell you. Here comes a picture. It's a bobcat. So this is really cool. There's a bobcat walking the road, and he's looking for rodents along the ditches, and he sees one, and he's heading right for it. And it's an easy catch, and he decides not today. He didn't want it. Who knows what was going on there? More bobcat. This one's hunting for something down in the ditch. Bobcats are prevalent in this area where we have the thermal cameras operating. Here's an animal that nobody wants to tangle with. And this animal is avoided at all costs, or at all as much as possible, because it's a skunk. And nobody wants to tangle with a skunk. You're always going to be on the losing end. Although there are stories of Sasquatch catching skunks and using the scent to cover their body for whatever reason. So here's a large rodent that we got some great thermal video of. And we got quite a few at this pond that we were covering, and yes, that's what it is. It's a beaver. And there's some big beavers at this pond. And there are several areas on the shoreline where they have chopped down trees with their gnawing. And what's amazing is when they're in the water and just coming out of the water, most of their body is pretty cold except for their eye and their ear. All right, this is a common forest occupant, and it's a cottontail rabbit. Everybody likes cottontail rabbits, including the predators. Here's a common animal in the forests throughout the United States, North America. Yes, it's the trash panda. also known as a raccoon. But this video of what this raccoon does is amazing. He's kind of bouncing around, not sure what he wants to do, and then he jumps right in the water. Raccoons don't usually swim. They can swim. They're good swimmers, but they usually avoid actually swimming. So to see it jump in the water like that was quite remarkable. This video, I'm calling it a raccoon, but there's a chance that it's a fisher or a American marten. We're not 100% sure, but I threw it in here with the raccoon category because I think I'm leaning that way. Here's another critter that's common in the American woods, and it's a possum. Possums are great. They look scary, but they eat ticks and all kinds of other creepy crawlies, and possums do a lot of good. So don't hurt possums. Here are some feathered friends coming in for a landing. There are several varieties of this particular species, and I'm going to call this one mallards, the mallard variety of ducks. And the ponds and the marshes and meadows that we were covering have these little water holes, and the ducks really like them. This video is amazing because their bottoms where they've been in the water are dark because they're cold from the cold water. This video is amazing. Look at those huge wings, that long neck. I couldn't figure out what this was. I figured maybe a heron, but no, herons fly with their neck bent. But not this animal. This is a sandhill crane, and they fly through Washington in early April when that was recorded. Okay, this video is another feathered friend, and he's bouncing from tree to tree, and it's a pileated woodpecker. Some people say pileated. Either way, it's an amazing animal. Beautiful red on its head. This animal is a different one. This is not a woodpecker. This is a different type of bird, and it's a Steller jay. Beautiful blue-purple coloration, and they're not real common, but you'll find them in the Washington Cascades fairly frequently if you keep an eye out for them. Here's a big lumbering giant. The area where we have our cameras has quite a few bears. Yeah, you can tell that's a bear. I don't need to tell you. There's a picture. Black bears. Over on the right side of this video, we were covering a meadow, hoping a Bigfoot would walk through it or on the edge of it, but we got this bear. He's lumbering around, patrolling his territory. This is really fun. A cub sprints up, jumps up, and runs or climbs up a tree. And the circle is the mama bear. The mama bear, I think, was taking a nap, and she's looking around wondering what the cub was doing, and then she's like, "Oh, Junior, you're such a troublemaker. I'm going back to sleep." This was taken midday in the afternoon. Looks like it's a sunny day, the way the trees are lit up. This is the same meadow, and some deer are frolicking, having a good time. This deer is interesting. On her hind quarters, she's got some significant, looks like injuries, and now she's laying down taking a nap, or taking it easy anyway. This is a buck. He doesn't have antlers right now because he recently shed them and they haven't grown back yet. And yes, they were black-tailed deer. And that buck was spooked by something. But sometimes the blacktails can be cranky. Like this doe was not happy with that smaller black-tailed deer. That was what looked like a pregnant doe that ran by. And here we have a black-tailed doe messing with that bird. It's kind of funny. The deer just kept walking toward the bird, making the bird move. Oh, look at that. Shake it, shake it. Here we have a gang of adolescent black-tailed deer. No doubt they're looking for trouble. All right, now we're moving to the next animal, and these are pretty common. We got quite a few videos of these guys, even though they're pretty quiet. They haven't been vocalizing like they used to. And yes, it's a coyote. They are all videos of coyotes. This is an amazing video right here. It's a universal truth that pervades the entire animal kingdom. And it's something that males of all species have to deal with, but it's a blessing. Males have to wait for their females. And here she comes. I just threw this video in because it's cool. A whole flock of birds flying around, patrolling, looking for insects and grubs and worms. This is fun. I think this is a vole. It's like he's headed to the grocery store, and then he's like, oh, dang, I forgot the list. Gotta go back for it. Okay, now we're on to some big predators. This is a cougar, obviously. Look at that tail. The curl in its tail. It's amazing. And here's a cougar. We just got half of him. He was walking up the log where we had our camera. I wish we could have got more. But yes, there's a photo of him, and there's another photo. This is why you don't tangle with them. And here is the big prize, the best video we've gotten so far. It's a big cougar. This is why I carry a weapon in the woods, because of animals like this. I would not want to encounter him solo or even with another person unless we were armed. He's walking out on a log into a bog or marshy area. The water there is about 1, 2, 3 foot thick. It looked like he splashed the water, and then the camera cut off. The 30 seconds ended. Apparently he crossed the water somehow on the logs that provide a bridge, and now he's patrolling the far bank. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, folks. Well, that was our latest thermal video compilation. Hope you enjoyed it. As always, please like and subscribe.